Parts Online again. We're here at Turkey Drag Show. They're doing the limbo contest right now. Seeing all these load dudes going to the limbo line over there. Brought some of my stuff here to show off. And brought a Crown Vic stock crossmember, and I brought this 65 chassis with my parts on it, my narrow crossmember. And I assembled it here at the show. This is that. That's what you're hearing in the background. It's like a Ford motor now. 3.0 twice. Anyway, I got the stock arms and strut on this side right here. The stock arm and strut mount. I got the rear mount. Problem is I didn't bring any bushings. Enough bushings to do both sides. See? Only brought enough for one. I didn't even bring a wrench big enough to tighten that down with, so I had to leave it. Also didn't have the right bolt for the lower. Didn't bring enough nuts for the top. I didn't bring, like I said, I didn't bring enough stuff for that side either. I didn't even bring enough spacers to go behind this coilover. This ain't even the right style of coilover. This is for the rear, because it doesn't have enough clearance at the bottom, and even not even the right bolt. But I do have it installed. You can see what it looks like installed in a frame. These are my shoulder control arms right here. Spindle on it, ball joint in. I got this mount set pretty high right now. It could go lower, but I don't think this thing would be sitting on the ground if it was on the truck right now. So, tell me what you think about that. Again, this is a 66 F100 chassis, so 65 to 79, as you guys know, are the same. Look at this truck right here. This guy's got a nice, clean truck there. He's had it built for a long time. He just built one for his wife, same body style. He's gonna buy some control arms for it too. Nice, huh? Anyway, a friend of mine's Toyota on bags. Okay. Had to pause it for a minute there. That truck was playing some music, and I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. So, anyways, as you guys may know, this is how it looks mounted on the truck. You can see that's where the bushing would be. Bolt goes through that. Yeah, mine uses a bolt that goes in from the back. Now that has a 9/16 threaded mung in it instead of 1/2 inch. So these will work with the outcast or range rear bushing, and not need a different spacer or whatever. Anyways, that's the new frame box inside there, and that's the new arm mount. That coilover mount I've changed a little bit since I made these, but it's only a minor change. And I've also offered two different ones: 1/2 inch hole on the top and 5/8 hole on the top. And the new one, this is moved out. The whole thing is moved out about 1/2 inch where the bolt goes through. So, and it's a little bit different shape on top. But other than that, it's about the same. I like the cool holes at the back. At least give it a little bit of character and style. Same thing, even on this goofy looking mount. You know, a little bit of hole. I don't really like the brace along the top like it is, so I'm changing that. And the new one has holes here that are right above those two bolts. We can run a socket down through there to tighten those up. Anyway, that's what she looks like. Wind's starting to kick up here, so I'm fixing to shut this down and go get my trailer, come back and load everything up. Y'all stay cool. Little brother's truck, Chevy. He inherited it from my dad, and then cut it up and bagged it and everything. Pretty nice truck. Little small block in it. Anyway, that's all my stuff right here. I don't know. some of you guys don't know, this is my new version of the non-adjustable uppers. They're made on the same jig now. They didn't used to be, but they are now made on the same jig as these adjustable uppers. As you can tell, they have the same shape, same drop curved tubes. These are just painted. These are not powder coated. So, anyways, that's the new version of the wide arms. You can see they got fingerprints all over them. They're starting to surface rust a little bit. These are the one reasons I'm going over all the way down inside there. This is the regular strut or coilover arm. There's the bag arm. One of my experimental bag plates. And there's some bushings and stuff. Cambo kit. Factory Crown Vic stuff right there. Anyway, these are the cam washers that we use on the upper part of that right there. With these are for the adjustable arm with jam nut, ball joint ring, ball joint hold plate, ball joint, basically all the stuff that we use on these. Get it all set up. After the truck came back around. Anyways, I guess I'm going to close it all up, load it up in the Super Crew, and head my ass back on home. It's about an hour and 20-minute drive home from here. So, you guys, I'm going to have this set up. I'm going to leave this set up. I'm going to brace it with a piece of tube across the front, welded in. I'll square it up on my table at home. Then I'll weld something across the back to square the back up, where it's nice and square. And I'm going to leave this set up so I can take it to shows. I'll put the correct size bolts in here. These are a little long. And I'll use some grade 8 on it too. I'll have all this stuff bolted up with factory hardware and stuff. Spindles, I'll even put a rack. I've got a rack right now. I just forgot to bring the damn rack bolts to mount it. And I didn't cut any tie rods or anything like that for it. So yeah, I didn't come completely prepared. So, anyways, tell me what you think about it. You guys that wanted to see one of these installed, there it is. I shot some video installing this, but I kept getting people driving by with playing copyrighted music, so I haven't even really got a good video. So I'm going to take this back apart and weld this thing up, and then when I do put it back together, I'm going to put it on a stand with wheels on the bottom, and I'll do a assembly install video at that point. And I may do it in segments, starting with the frame boxes, or starting with holes you got to drill and all that stuff. But I'll do the whole thing. That way you guys don't have any questions. You may still have some questions. You'll be able to see how this thing goes together and how easy it is to install. Okay. Anyway, it's my setup. This is my banner in the front, being held down by some parts because it was flopping around in the wind.